I started when I was about 9 years old. I used to ride in all the shows. I didn't ride for a long time. Then when I bought the farm, which was in 1971, I had some, I guess you'd call them Heinz 57s, mixed breeds of horses, but they were basically trotting horses. And I enjoyed riding them, but I couldn't ride them for a long time because of my back. Then I saw an ad in the Rob Report, which is an investment magazine. And the center spread had a whole group of riders on Peruvian horses, and basically they were touting this as a very, very, very good investment. I wasn't interested in the investment as much as I was interested in the fact that they were very smooth. So I called the association. They put me in touch with a girl in New Jersey. She had a mare that I went over to see whether I could ride or not, just to try them out. But the mare just had a baby, so I couldn't ride them. So she sent me to Texas, to a ranch in Texas. And I went down there and I rode them down there, and I wound up buying 5 of them. And the national show was right at that time, and we sent a couple of them to the national show, and one of them won. And that's how I got started. I was hooked. A trotting horse is very hard on your back. And basically I got into this because I had a bad back. And when I had trotting horses, I mean, I could ride for just so long and I had to stop. The whole spine, it contracts every time you hit it and you bounce in the seat. You have that contraction in the back, and it gives you, after a while, gives you a lot of pain. Unless you post with the horse, where you don't take the bounce, you use your legs, but how long can you do that? Whereas this horse, you can ride all day because there's no movement, there's no bounce. So you literally can ride them for hours. No other horse has this type of gait. The Pasofino has a similar gait, but it's very fine, which is what fino means. The steps are very short. This horse has a lot of stride. This horse can do 25 miles an hour. A pacing horse, basically, you wobble in the saddle, so there's still a lot of movement. But when you break the gait of the trot or the pace, you have a horse that has 3 legs on the ground at one time, and as a result, becomes very smooth, and you hardly move in the saddle. So you can sit in the saddle and ride all day, basically, and feel no pain whatsoever. And over the years, riding this horse has made a tremendous difference. So anyone that's got a bad back, this is the right horse. A Peruvian horse needs length to show its gait and to really work properly. And this arena is 100 feet wide and 200 feet long. So it's long enough and big enough so that in the winter when they're working the horses, they can really get a good workout. And we have a beautiful viewing room, wonderful stalls, a good place for mares to foal. It basically has all the things that we were looking for. When you're a breeder, you're always looking to improve what you have. And most people, or a lot of people, call themselves breeders, but I don't think they go into it in the depth that we do. We look at the parents, the grandparents, the great-grandparents. We look at the faults. We look to see what faults they throw, what good things they throw. We spend a lot of time and a lot of notes on all of the animals that we breed. And then we look physically at the sire and the dam to see how they can complement each other. We're looking for conformation, we're looking for condition, and all of those are things. The condition is something that we can do prior to the show, but we look at the gait of the horse, the arrogance of the horse, the look at me, so to speak. When the animal comes out, you say, wow, look at that. And of course, the whole thing and the essence of the whole horse would be the gait. How well it's gaited, how smooth it is, how much the rider moves on the horse. And those are the qualities that we look for. I've sold horses to England, California, over the years, a couple of them. I just sold a very young mare, 3-year-old, that was the best Bozal horse, which is like in training gear, at the Nationals, and these people bought it, and they've been winning at every show with it, and I think they'll win at the Nationals again with it. And they bought a couple of horses from me, and they've only bought good ones, and they're starting on the right track. So I think eventually they're going to wind up with some really good horses. This is our national champion of champions stallion, WF Arrogante. He's won many championships, twice before this, and now champion of champion. This is Farolera. This is the mare that you just watched in the arena. She's one of our up-and-coming stars. She's been champion of champion mare, and we expect a lot of good things from her. This is Valentina. She was first at the Nationals, and she's also, we feel, one of our up-and-coming stars, and I think we'll see a lot of her in the future. I've seen a lot of the breeders. I think some have improved. I think others haven't really improved much. I think we've improved a lot. It sounds like I'm blowing my own horn, but it's proven it in the show ring. We just went to a show and won every breeding class, won the best gaited horse and best horse of show. So our horses definitely have improved. To the point that we brought a couple of horses to Peru. I brought a mare to Peru named of Luna Reja, and she was champion mare here. And I shipped to Peru, and she became champion in Peru, which is quite a feat, because if you beat them down there, you're beating the best in the world. I brought 5 mares to Peru, and 4 of them were shown, and all 4 were first in many of the shows down there. So it shows that our horses are as good as the horses in Peru, if not better. Buying a good gelding that's well trained, you're going to have a nice smooth horse, you're going to have a good strong horse, and you're going to have something you're going to enjoy for many years. If you get into the breeding end of it, don't buy 3 or 4 or 5, buy one really, really good one, because you can't produce something that's really good out of something that's not good. So, you know, you really need to buy the best. And I would strongly suggest that.